Palestinian and Israeli negotiators are meeting for the first time since the Annapolis conference. However, many are sceptical that the talks will yield any major results. They include this man, Marwan Barghouti. He's seen by many Palestinians as a possible future president. Al Jazeera has received a letter from the man who's serving 5 life terms in an Israeli jail, as David Chater reports.
Marwan Barghouti might be behind bars, but his voice still carries across the occupied Palestinian territories.
No peace, no security with occupation.
Seen by many as a potential future president, he's now serving 5 life sentences, but continues to play a key role in Palestinian politics. Dubbed the Nelson Mandela of the West Bank, Al Jazeera asked him to make his own assessment of the chances for peace on the eve of final status negotiations.
There is nothing to suggest Israel is serious about reaching an agreement during the next year. Israel has not taken any positive measures on the ground. It has not removed hundreds of roadblocks. It has not released thousands of prisoners. It has not stopped the settlement activity that has to be stopped before starting negotiations.
Marwan Barghouti told us the Annapolis meeting represented a small and modest step on a path that will be a long and exhausting one. But he said Palestinian unity was vital and that the military coup carried out by Hamas in the Gaza Strip had weakened the internal Palestinian front.
I call upon the leadership of Hamas to take a courageous decision and retreat from controlling the Gaza Strip and to hand over authority to President Abu Mazen.
This is the Israeli jail outside Tel Aviv where Marwan Barghouti is serving his time. He's no longer in solitary confinement. He shares his cell with one other prisoner. They do have a TV set, but the prison warders decide which channel they can watch. Some analysts in Israel contend Barghouti's charismatic leadership is exactly what is needed now to rally Palestinian moderates. But he told us Israel itself is responsible for the ongoing crisis.
It is Israel who is weakening President Abbas, and it has not offered him anything since his election 3 years ago. The number of Palestinian prisoners has increased from 7,000 3 years ago to 11,000, in addition to continued arrests, killings and destruction.
Like so many other Palestinian families, Marwan Barghoutis have to live with the pain of separation. His son, with whom he briefly shared a prison cell, has at least gained his freedom.
As a son for a father, I wish to see my father with us as a family. As a Palestinian, I wish to see him as a leader in his place in the Palestinian leadership.
I owe all the Palestinian people wherever they are, and owe all the Arab people and all the free people in the world, because since the very first day Marwan has been arrested, they have never left me alone.
When asked by Al Jazeera if he would consider standing for the Palestinian presidency if he was released, Barghouti said he was not preoccupied by such thoughts. He just wanted to end the inheritance of suffering bequeathed on each Palestinian generation. When an election date is announced, though, he said, I will take the appropriate decision. David Chater, Al Jazeera, Jerusalem.